What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Gorilla Tag thumbnail. So I've just made a video on how to get the cosmetics mod in Gorilla Tag, and I'm going to be making the thumbnail for that. I have made this video before, but it was quite a while ago and people might want an update because I have of course improved the making thumbnail since then. So firstly, you're going to want to go to Photopea, the website I use for thumbnail design. New project and 1920 by 1080 px. This is the size of the YouTube thumbnail. Name it whatever you want and then click create. Now, next what you're going to want to do is get your background of the video. You can go into Gorilla Tag and take a photo. That's what I usually tend to do. So file, open and place, and then just open the file, and then we can remove the background. The reason we do this is just in case the photo you used, even if you get off Google, it might be sized wrong. Like let's say it's sized really wrong like that, and then that will be bigger, but what the problem is, it'll be a smaller size, so this is all people will see, and that is not great. So just so it's scaled to the right size, I say open a new project first, and then whenever it's in, you fit it to, if it's like slightly like off, you can just like fit it however you want to. But and how to make it like stretch and that is you just got to hold shift on your keyboard and just, yeah. Anyway, now that we've got the background, we're going to want to get our Gorilla. So you're going to want to install Blender, right? And linked in the description is a Gorilla Tag project for Blender. It's called Monkey. So open Monkey. It should automatically open with Blender. Continue. Like color. This is the color of your gorilla. So make it whatever color you want. Mine's usually a purple color. Lava level, we don't really need any of that. We're not having a lava monkey. Cosmetics, you just got to drag it. So just drag it anywhere apart from one, so it's the left. So just hold it and drag it to the left. We're going to use top hat, and we're going to chuck the mod stick in there because it is a cosmetics mod video. So you're going to want to click on the bone. You'll see like a skeleton on the gorilla. Click on it, click object mode, and click pose mode. Now this is where you can pose it. So the squares are the hands, and the square up here is the head, and you can like move it around. So this is the one. This is the hand that he's going to be stood on. So it's going to be stood on this hand. Use the hand up here to move yourself around, and zoom in and use this to look around. It's pretty self-explanatory. So you're going to click on the square, the rotate tool to rotate the square. And because he's going to be on this hand, this needs to be rotated so it's flat, just like that. And we're going to rotate his fingers as well so that they are curled around the stick. So that should look like, that should look good. It's a little bit tilt, there we go. And hopefully a bit more. Perfect, and now you need to straighten it up. Perfect. And then curl this round. Same on this one. And then these look weird again, so use the blue one just to fix it up. And splendid. Now the thumb is already there, so that is the hand he's going to be stood on. We're going to move it to the side. Oh jeez, oops. The square to the side a little bit. Then we're going to use this one. He's going to be holding a finger painter badge because it's a cosmetics mod. So we're going to have this up here. High, so it's like near his head kind of. Just going to be holding it and showing it to the people. Now we can't just put it there, so we need to rotate the hand. We're going to make it look like he's holding it, but he won't be holding it. We'll edit that in later. So we're going to edit his fingers so it looks like he's holding something. And then we're going to put a finger painter in there. Right, now this looks good, okay, I think this looks good enough. So what we're going to do now is go to object mode, go over here where the little thing that says render, go down, film, transparent, then render image. up. So then once you've done that, you're going to click, you should be in object mode again. You're going to click add camera, then click 0 on your number keyboard. If you don't have one of those, you just, I forgot what the button is. Then you're going to click view, navigation, walk navigation. So when you've got walk navigation, you use WASD to move back and align it. This is where your photo will take it from. You can have it from here, you can have it from wherever you want. I'm going to have it from just in front. And then you're going to click render image. And then when you save this, you can also make a folder on your computer of stuff like this so you can reuse it. That's what I do. I tend to reuse a lot of my gorillas so I don't have to make one each time. And a lot of the time I am using a similar one. So in a second, you should click image, save as, name it whatever you want. I'm gonna name it me because it's my gorilla holding nothing. So if I want to hold something, then I've got a spot right there. Alright, once you've saved it, you can close down Blender. You can save it if you want, but it's already saved the gorilla. And then you can just throw your gorilla on there. Or you can just go to File, Open Place or whatever. Alright, now you've got your gorilla and you've got your background. Alright, so now that you've got your gorilla in, you're going to adjust him and put him wherever you want him for the thumbnail. I'm going to put him, so this is where my gorilla is going to be. I'm going to make him a little bit bigger. It's looking a bit boring, so what we're going to do is go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness. I usually turn this up to about 30, but it's up to you. Image, Adjustments, Hue, Saturation. Now, this changes the colour of your gorilla, so you could do that if you want to like make him darker or lighter. But saturation, you're also going to want to put up. If you do it too much, it'll just look weird, so I'm going to do it around 30 again. Cool. Now, you're going to want to click New Layer, which is this little square icon. You're going to go to this. Alright, so what you can do here is go ahead and go underneath the chin. So to do this, you're going to press it. You can either drag it, but if you're trying to do straight lines perfectly, press wherever you want and then press shift to your next spot and it automatically goes. I'm going to do it just underneath this chin for a little bit of shadow here. Then you're going to want to click filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and you can put this up to wherever you want if it looks good. I usually set it looks good around 11 to 12. We say 11 right now. Wonderful. And then we're going to make another layer and we're going to highlight around the entire gorilla. So we're going to go back onto this tool. You can zoom in, by the way, by holding Alt and scroll, and you can move to the sides by holding Control and scroll, and you can go up and down just by scrolling. So shift, left click, all the way around. I usually start from the hat actually because you don't go under the head cosmetic if you've got a head cosmetic. Skip the ear. Alright, cool. So once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and press filter again, blur again, and Gaussian blur. Now look at that, it's got a lovely shadow. I usually have this one on 12. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go to new project, another layer, and we're going to put a little shadow under him, just like that. You can keep going until you think it's looking perfect. And then you want to go to filter, Gaussian blur again. Just turn this up as much as you want. I think that looks pretty good. There we go, our gorilla is looking trendy, look at that. Make sure these layers are above the gorilla. What you are going to do is, the layer where you did the whole outline, so for me it's on layer 2, you're going to go to normal and click overlay. There we go. Sometimes this will look really weird, but if it does, you just don't do it. You can just leave it if you want. Now if you've got more places which you think could have shadow, like I do around the hand, because it's just a whole hand thing, you can actually go ahead and make another layer and do the same. I'm going to make it slightly smaller and I'm just going to go around the hand just like this. Just so people know there's a hand here. And then filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And we're going to, it doesn't even, that. This one doesn't even need to be that high because it's a smaller area. But that looks good. In certain areas, it'll be really dark or really light. For that, you're going to want to go to here where there's a little light magnifying glass. and go to the gorilla, and it will say rasterize when you try and do it. So this one makes it lighter. You're going to want to turn the size up, not too much, so about 30 maybe, and this one down to about 70. So it will make it lighter in areas. So I want the face to be lighter. I'll go like that, and boom, he's got like a brighter face. And I want some darkness at the bottom of his hat. So I'm going to do the same on burn. So around 30 and 70. And just put some shadow under there. You can do this wherever you want. Maybe I think it's a bit too dark down there, so I could do it there, but there's a shadow there, so that's meant to be like that. Right, so now we're gonna give him a shadow, so we're gonna double click the gorilla, go to drop shadow. The angle is where the shadow is. I'm gonna have mine going that way. Because the shadow's going that way, I will adjust the dodge in a second. So if we're gonna turn this up a little bit more, not much though. Distance, I don't want it too big, I want it right here. Spread, be a bit of that. And size, that's what spreads it out. I usually have this around 35, or anywhere around there, within the nearest 10 pretty much. So now this is looking good, he's looking nice and glowy, he's looking important. Would you look at that? Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is go to this website, link to the description. I'll put a link to this page in the description. And then what you're going to want to do is press free download. Alright, so what you're going to want to do once you've downloaded it is click on load font and then just double click it. And then it should load. So if we go search up Minecraft, perfect. Then you're going to want to type in your name. Make sure you click this thing so it's white. Check this where your name is. Double click it. And you're going to go to stroke. And I'd say have this at about 2. No, actually 3. It's probably 3. Perfect. So there you got your name as well. Right, so what you're going to want to do now, once you've got your name there, so with the background, you're going to want to make it a little bit brighter. So go to adjustments, brightness, and you can brighten it up however you feel. I'm going to do it about 27. Adjustments, hue saturation, you can turn up the saturation. Again, I'm going to do it about 20. It looks nice. It's like an orange then. Right, next, for this, you can add any images from Google. I'm going to add an image of a finger painter badge. Alright, I've got my finger painter, and it's going to be in his hand, or my hand, let's say. Alright, so the creator badge, you're going to want to put it wherever you want. For me, it's going to be about here. This thumb's kind of going through the fingers. Then you're going to want to turn that off and go to the lasso tool, which is this, and go where his fingers are and go around it. Same with the bottom finger, so you want to hold shift so that it doesn't just start a new one. And then it can go over that bit, so boom. Then you're going to want to turn that on, press delete, Control and D. So now he's actually holding the finger painter badge. With the finger painter badge, we're going to brighten it up a bit because it is the cosmetic. I'm going to go to adjustments, brightness, I'm going to turn it up to about 30, and same with the saturation. Wonderful. We're going to also put some white stroke around it. No, it's already got stroke. We're going to put some glow around it, so outer glow, change it to white, spread it out quite a bit, and make sure it's glowing. So there we go. Now this is an important thing. So we can also get an arrow of Google. Now if you do get an image of Google and it's got a background, you can just go to removebg.com. But there you go, you can have an arrow here because it's going to say cosmetic right next to that. So it's going to say cosmetic here probably. Cool. Add a white stroke. Oh, we're not going to add a glow to this one. I'm going to make it okay, it's going to an important thing. Right, cool. This is looking good. Now we're going to add some text. So T up here. Make it as big as it can go, even though it won't be that big. You can adjust it afterwards. And the font I like to use is called Luckiest Guy. This is a really nice font. You'll see it in all my thumbnails. So, because every cosmetic, we're going to go every in white, because this is not an important word as cosmetic. So we're going to put every up here, and we're going to put it underneath the gorilla and all the effects. And we are going to add a small black stroke to it. A bit bigger than, oh, that's a wire stroke, that's why. 13, that looks good. And then cosmetic, it's going to be in red. It's a really important thing. So every cosmetic is pointed up. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put some stroke around it. It's got to be white. Actually, no, we're not going to stroke. We'll literally just, maybe I'll add a stroke in a sec. But firstly, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go image adjustments, brightness. Of course, this is important, so this needs to be quite bright. But at the same time, it needs to be dark. So we'll have that about 19. And we're going to go to filter. Then we're going to go to pixelate. And I'm going to go to mosaic. Now, I think you guys know what I'm trying to do here. Need a nice glow to it. I'm going to make the mosaic slightly less. Like that, perfect. Every cosmetic, and we've also got a little illustrator badge which is blurred out, showing the mysteriousness to make people want to click on the video. And there we go. This should catch your eye. You've got to make it want to catch your eye. That's the most important thing about a thumbnail. If no one's going to look at it, no one's going to click on it, no one's going to care you wasted your time. So hopefully this here will do the job, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Also, before I end the video, the thumbnail made on this video is also the same way, and it's the same on every single video. I make my thumbnails like this every single time, so you guys can too if you want to get as many views and subscribers as I do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys want any videos, comment what video you want and subscribe. Peace out.